Hey guys, I'm Jane Hughes. I'm a makeup artist and I'm going to show you how to get a whimsy, cool, edgy glitter makeup look. So I'm going to take the Romantic Eye palette from MAC. I love these. They do these trend palettes every few seasons. And this is a brush from MAC that is called a 219. I'm going to kind of mix these two shades together to get what I want. A bit of purple and a bit of red. So I'm going to go in the root of the lash. And then I'm going to kind of flick it downward a little bit. And then with a clean brush, I'm just going to smudge it out so that it kind of filters out. Do the same on the other side. Try and remember the steps that you start with always. And this is kind of going to be like a weird look. It's going to make my eye shape look quite interesting, but that's kind of the point of it. It's supposed to look a little bit quirky. And then just always with a dry Q-tip. For this kind of thing, you want to take a dry Q-tip and clean up, as opposed to a wet Q-tip. And then every time you blend, it's always smart to just go back in and add a little bit more saturation where you need it, because you'll end up blending some of it away. And then I'm going to do the same on the top. So I'm just going to go right here, so that the height of the makeup should be in line with my pupil at all times. So I'm blending up. Yeah, you want to keep the makeup going in a vertical as opposed to going in a circle in the shape of the eye, because that's what makes it different and quirky. Okay. For the next step, I'm going to use a glitter pigment from one of my favorite brands called Bodyography. Looks like this. It's like a really beautiful, deep kind of glitter that just picks up the light. I'm just going to press it on with my fingertip right in line with that detail. And then I'm going to blend the edges with the same brush. I'm going to keep blending it the same way. So I'm pressing that pigment in to the lower lash line. And then blending it with the small side of the brush. So again, downwards within the shape that I want it to go. So now for the fun bit. I'm going to take Space Paste from Lemonhead. These are the most amazing glitter pots of gel that are just so fun, and this is the black shade. I'm just going to take a little bit. I'm just going to press it right into the root of my lash and take it up with that shape. And then just like pack it down so that then you get this like twinkle. And then I'm just going to press it on the bottom side too, so that it goes in kind of like a funky little shape. And then I'm going to do the other side. So I'm going to throw on a touch of mascara. This is the Bare Minerals Waterproof. And I'm really going to take it up in like a straight shape so the lashes look like they're going within the same shape as the eyeshadow and the makeup. And then on the bottom lash, I'm going to bring it down. And I'm only going to paint the bottom lashes in the middle. You can actually drag them away from the sides and bring them into a point, and you'll intensify that shape even more. It's kind of fun. It's like pretty weird. Like pretty and weird. So I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury's The Retoucher, either side of that detail, to further enhance it even more. And then you can do a little bit in the brow bone. I'm just going to do a little bit on the chin. And take a large eyeshadow brush and just conceal. Using concealer around the eyeshadow at the end of the makeup is one of my favorite ways to use concealer, because you'll actually find that you get an even more perfected look out of your eyeshadow by waiting till the end. Because you can use the concealer to like soften the edges of your eyeshadow placement. But if you've got any like fallout of eyeshadow on the face, you wouldn't go straight with concealer. You'd clean it up with a dry Q-tip first. That's a really important thing to know, because otherwise you will have muddy foundation. This is one of those looks that could really take 7 minutes. after work, if you're going out, you could just throw it together. You could even use lipstick to do this. And like use your concealer to sort of tweak your look and tailor the look. Okay. For a little bit of cheek and lip, I'm going to use Glossier Cloud Paint in Dusk, one of my favourite products. It just looks like skin. I'm going to push it kind of outside the lip line a little bit so that I get an undone feel. And for the cheek, I'm going to take a little bit on my middle fingers, like this, and then smile. And slap your face until it blends. It looks so pretty. People say, hey, remember that video where that girl just kept slapping her face? That is my whimsy glittery eye makeup look. Let me know what you think in the comments below.